Let's Just Be Wizards is brought to you by Kent Cigarettes. We straight up are endorsed by cigarette company. Deal with it.
Let's all be wizards and fly around in the sky. Let's all be wizards, immortal, we could never die. Let's cast some spells with all of our dear friends. Let's all be wizards, the magic it would never end. And we'll fly so high in the sky. Fly so high in the sky. Fly so high in the sky.
Hello and welcome to Let's Just Be Wizards. I'm your host, Adam Hilton, and with me in the studio, as always, we have...
The crusader of all crusades, but just not the bad ones.
Not them.
By the Christians. Coco,
All right. and we
a.k.a.
also
Courtney,
have-
apparently, because that's just what everyone calls me. So.
I'm the trickster and the rickster, Matt Slater.
Damn it.
All right.
Diamond Drew, chief engineer.
You did a great job today.
Hey, hell yeah, man.
You know, you left some of the stuff back at home, but with
That's-
what you had, you were able
I
to
was
put
still
together
able to
something.
pull something together
Sounds
Yeah.
great today.
that sounds
Thomas
reasonably.
Green.
So, yeah, we're talking. Sorry. Thomas Green. Okay. How's your week's been, guys? Let's start there. Your magic week. Has it been magical at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Been working on the meditation or any of that sort of stuff, or
A little bit less this week.
Yeah.
Because I've been more trying to do my affirmations still.
yeah. Well, that's actually some really good.
Those are working
just
for me
practical.
lately.
I don't know if that's magic or not, but hearing
shit.
that guy who sounds like Dr. Phil say, "You are worth it."
Oh, because
You
I
can
I
do
sent
it.
Adam the same affirmation recording that I
It
listened
does
to.
wonders, Drew. Have you tried affirmations before?
I have not heard affirmation. Well, no, I haven't. I've heard of them. I haven't tried them. Mm-hmm. But my magic week is going pretty well. Otherwise,
yeah.
yeah. Been working with the altar, but as usual. But I'm sure we'll. That's of course what we're
Hey, that's what we're
talking about this week.
Yeah.
But I did cast a spell using it, which appeared to have worked.
Yeah.
Appeared to have worked okay.
Okay.
If anyone saw the supplemental video that we posted, you got to take a look at my altar, and if anyone sees what name I had carved into the candle, then you have a very impressive and good eye. But it's just barely visible. So
This is incriminating.
yeah,
Sounds
perhaps
like a challenge. to
perhaps
me.
it is.
What channel can people see this video
This
on?
can be seen on the Brony Inspector YouTube channel, though I think we will probably get that up on the Wizards Facebook as well. We should have a link.
Yeah, well, if you watch the video, you'll see it does fit into the Brony Inspector brand, though, as well, I feel.
There's a pretty ground-shaking calendar coming up in the Brony world, right?
Oh, yeah. We're just 2 weeks out.
Oh, yeah.
We are 2 weeks out from BabsCon, and it's...
Oh.
the wheels are turning.
What did you do? How was your magical week, Max?
How was my magical week?
Yeah.
Well, I ravished it. I had a ravishing activity.
Oh
with
wow!
one
Like
of the
as
nurses.
ravishing as the
One
sex
of-
magic episode.
One of the nurses at work. We went to a La Quinta in Rockland.
Uh-huh.
And,
Uh-huh.
And
A La
just
Quinta
How
kinda-
much
in
did you
Rockland.
pay
hung
her?
out.
How much was the room?
the room was about $160 for
Was
the night.
about $160.
About, yeah.
Did
Like
you,
I waited
you,
I waited
That's an
around
expensive
till the
room.
next day.
You
when It was my day off.
You paid for this with cash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No paper trail.
No paper trail, huh?
No paper trail.
Oh, Max.
It'll never get back to the missus.
Max.
No.
How much did you pay her though?
I didn't pay her. I said, do you want to have fun and get drunk and watch some fucking
You want
movies?
to go hang out?
Some fucking movies.
Did you
or
watch
some
fucking movies with you? Because I had some incidents with some people who were like, "Hey, let's watch some pornography," and I was like, "This is
Together?
a hostile
Like
work environment. I should not be I should not be subjected
no,
to this."
She wanted to do this. Like she's single, so.
Was she ready?
Huh?
Was she ready?
What do you mean by that? What is she ready?
Well, she means was she ready?
This is like a date we're talking about, right? Or not,
She
or
was
just a
dressed. She
spontaneous-
was
Like, it
dressed
was just
ready.
like
If
a
that's
ho-
what you mean.
Ooh.
It was like, yeah, he's like, "Hey, you want to go like party at the motel?" And that's how Max rolls apparently, which
yeah,
is just like, I
Just
just
magic
can't
in
think when
itself.
Had a
I
great
just
time.
can't think when I'm at home sometimes.
Yeah, that's a very magical
I didn't
story.
even need.
Thank you.
I didn't even need any spells or anything.
Right.
It was
So
my- it
Max
was all
has
my
gotten
own
to the
power.
point where
Money
he can
is like
use
magic.
ritual sex magic. Just did you conduct any ritual sex magic? Did you use this opportunity to do that?
Yeah.
I might have.
Good show.
Better have.
I might have
Good
given
fucking
her,
show,
I
man.
might have given her the death stare when I asked her, but yeah,
The death stare.
it's like fill in the blank stare, kind of.
All right. So this week on Wizards, it's our second course in our Beginner's Ritual Magic series. And for this episode, we're going to go into altars and the magical tools one needs to perform ceremonial magic. So as I've said before, this info is drawn heavily from Modern Magic by Donald Michael Craig.
DMK.
DMK all the
All
way.
day.
So I was, wow, that's all the way.
All day.
All day long. So pick up a copy if you'd like to go deeper. But yeah, we're gonna get pretty deep here. Are you guys ready to get deep?
I don't know how.
Please share.
Okay.
Please share with us. I've been anticipating this for weeks now.
I'm ready to submerge.
We're gonna go over the basic elements that you need for your altar, or that we're gonna work with for this altar. I need to get my mouth closer to the microphone first. And so yeah, we're gonna need a base to put it on. Then we're gonna need to gather a cup, a wand, a pentacle, and the dagger. And those are the basic elements there.
Or items representing such.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple more in here, but we'll start with these ones. So first off, you're going to need an altar. In Modern Magic, Donald Michael Craig recommends building an oblong altar fashioned from two 18 by 18 inch cubes. This gives the altar 10 square surfaces, which is the number for Earth according to the Kabbalah. It's also recommended that you paint, no laughs for the Kabbalah, for the way that was pronounced.
Oh, I was just hung up on the fact that I didn't follow
Yeah,
that.
I
and
was
wondering
gonna
if-
say. Yeah, I was about to say like, well, I mean,
Kabbalah?
if you were to look at my altar and like divide it up and see like, okay, where are the square shapes? Like, there are some squares present, but. I mean,
But we're
the
doing
top
it-
surface of it is essentially round, and also
I haven't followed any directions by like any.
there's no
sort
way
of
there's
faiths,
10. No way there's 10 squares.
And I
10 square
still do magic
surfaces.
with mine. So
Well, we're doing ritual magic, and this book is specifically based on the Kabbalah. So it's
Okay.
like,
well, I'm just talking about my altar.
but we don't have. But we're doing ritual. We're talking about ritual magic in general, right? We're just using this book as a
it's
general
like
guide,
a
so we don't
jumping
have
off
to
point.
I was about to say
follow
jumping off.
everything.
Like, yeah, like this is something that you can start, you can either follow these directions to the T or you cannot.
If you're a nerd,
It depends.
Yeah.
What's your personality type? Are you like,
are you
Okay,
nerd
are you a big
or
enough
are
nerd?
you
Are you
alpha?
exactly? Are you a big enough nerd to do this, or are you an ultra giga nerd? Like, yeah, the Virgin and Chad are here to show you the best way to do
God.
an altar.
No more memes.
all right. It's also recommended you paint your altar black to represent how distant we are from the true light of knowledge. That's directly from the DMK.
Yeah, mine's already black.
Yeah. So what's important is that you make sure your altar creation is crafted with intention, so that every little detail that you put into it isn't just like, oh, this looks cool or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've definitely
There's something about looking cool.
I have
that's
definitely
valuable.
put a lot of intention into mine. One of the items on it is a Bible, which I had kind of finagled out of another person, and it was a gift that his mother had given him out of love and out of intent to save his very soul.
Yeah.
And I recognized this item as a very a very intentional thing that she gave him, and he didn't care. He didn't care about it at all. And I told him that, I was trying to win an argument with Shady Oak Ministries, who is a Christian brony with a YouTube channel, who I was kind of in sort of a comment section argument with a few years back, and. This, of course, wasn't true. I intended to take this item and use it on my magical altar for casting spells. And he just handed me the thing and was like, "Yeah, here, go for it. I don't want it. I'm going to need it back."
So you used a Bible
someday. There is a yes, but not as a Bible, as a channel to
his mom.
Well, he's a very he's someone who I just absolutely. This person better stay the fuck away from me. I better never see this person.
Okay.
Like that is how much I am like I would curse this man. I curse this man's name every single chance I get.
Do the curses ever come back on you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's the scary thing about that. Besides spoiler alert. Okay, so next, gather some white candles and incense. The scent of the incense isn't important as...
Whoa, guys.
Yes,
what's your favorite incense flavor?
I'm a good old nag champ.
You're a nag champ. Max?
Sandalwood.
I knew it. Yeah,
my
dude.
second
yeah.
is rosemary, though.
Oh, Max and his sandalwood. I knew he was going to say that. Adam?
The fried Oreo.
Deep fried Oreo.
Holy shit.
County Fair. I like County Fair.
What about you?
Whoa.
Drew.
Well,
Classic Glade.
okay.
Oh my
I
god.
also like Jasmine.
Just say the
I'm
name.
a big
Don't
fan.
go.
I'm a big fan of the Nag Champa super hit
But
in the or black
Yeah.
box Nag Champa.
Yeah.
And then another one that what I think it was called it was Sai Baba. It was in a green box. I think it was called Wealth or something like that.
Sai Baba is like a controversial character.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I
you know about
yes,
him.
I know about
Okay.
him. Like I buy his products. I'm like I go to him for my incense, not my not my particular.
I mean, these are
advice.
allegations that he might be kind of like the Harvey Weinstein, allegedly, of
Who is
gurus.
this person?
All right, you know the
That's
guy's
not hard.
name on the incense box?
Which one?
Sai Baba.
The
I
guy
never
with the
got
afro
that
on
kinda-
the, on the
Wait,
box.
is it
box.
that?
He
Nag
wears
Champa.
like the blue and red
Really?
cloak.
Yeah, he might be
That's the kind of incense I buy.
Yeah, well,
A lot of people buy it. They don't know
here's
about
the
the
thing.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know about the guy.
Well, we needed to put him on blast right now. Go.
It's allegations. I don't
These
know.
are like I don't know. I've not like
I
I've
don't even know
definitely
what
heard
you're talking
he is
about.
he is one of those sort of cult of personality type of guys who like really will be like I will make
David
or break
Avocado
you
He
Wolf.
sort
can
of,
make ashes appear out of his hand that he
he's-
feeds to
he's-
people.
Look, he's definitely a wizard.
Yes. So
But as I've said about certain powerful wizards in the past, he's also probably a total asshole.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you should place
so
your
there we
altar. Yeah. Anyways, you should put your altar in a quiet, undisturbed location. If you live in a major metropolitan city, good luck. That's all I gotta say about that.
I live in the suburbs.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I know.
Except all those
should it-
airplanes.
I live
and
next to a freeway.
helicopters and
Should it
gravel
be
trucks.
somewhere where people don't normally see it? Should it be hidden?
I don't know. I don't think he's.
Because
gave
mine's
us-
right out here in front of everything.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
That's okay.
I
People
move
have
mine
altars at
around.
home, like in their living room.
Oh, I
right
move
when you
mine
walk in.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is not in like it has one place where I keep
I would
it.
want
but,
to. I would
like,
want to place mine facing north, with a top facing north. If I was going to do some spell work, I haven't done any yet.
Yeah, you could put wheels on the bottom of your your altar.
Yeah, there's nothing that says casters aren't allowed.
Yeah. So that's basically what you want as a base there. We gave some idea of what he recommends, but obviously you can take these ideas and use some. Don't
mine
use some.
that I already
Yeah.
have, I kind of want to upgrade to like have its own black base because
Mm-hmm.
I kind of realize that's the wouldn't call it an
Dude, Max.
anthem,
Max Bro.
the emblem kind of magicians need to kind of go against nature a
Bro,
tiny
Max
bit.
Bro, I got some spray paint.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Should we spray paint my shelf?
Dude, I think we should do some
Might as well
spray,
go
dude.
for
Yeah,
gold
dude,
if
like,
you can.
fuck yeah.
I mean, like I have gold spray paint too.
Make a gold
So
altar.
like
We'll,
we
we'll
can do
have
both.
we'll make the top
Whoa.
black
Yeah.
and the rest gold. How about
Nice. Trump, yeah. Trump
All right.
Tower color scheme.
that? Oh, no.
Can we just
Oh,
go
no.
one podcast without that
No.
godforsaken name?
Yeah, we're dating
Being
ourselves
uttered.
here.
God, we are dating ourselves. How about that Jimmy
He's so
Carter?
over.
I'm literally
Oh
dating
my
myself
god.
right now.
Oh my god.
Okay,
God,
so the
wouldn't
tools you're going to
Would
need.
you date yourself if you could?
I totally
Like take
would.
you out for a?
I
would you-
used to.
Would you take yourself out for a slice of pizza and a drink sometime?
This already happens, probably.
I used to be in an open relationship with myself on Facebook.
Wait,
Ooh.
well, that's like RPing with yourself. I mean, like an actual other
Yeah.
one of you to
Yeah, I
to
did
go
that
like
one
go
time.
to Coin Op and play Simpsons with.
See our
you know?
topomancy
I've got,
episode.
I got,
don't think
I
I'm
got
my
myself.
type.
I got my other self some nice edibles, and I kept it in one pocket. And then I came in and had a drink, and I had 2 drinks out, and it's like take a drink from one, and it's like it's the one guy, and from the other, it's the other guy. And like, having a
guy, and they
conversation.
just
Oh,
keep
I hear I
Moving
brought you
along
something.
pouring
to the
the
real
beer
magic.
into
I
the
brought you
other
something.
person's
All right,
mouth.
guys, here's the
No.
4 tools you're going to want on the altar. You're going to need a cup symbolizing water, a pentacle symbolizing earth, a wand representing fire, and the dagger, which will represent air. So you need a symbol for each of these 4 elements on your altar at once. It says in the book, if you leave a single element on your table or are missing one, it's better just to have it empty than to have just like 1 or 2 of the elements present. You want them all represented at the table.
Email all this to me later.
What about? Okay, we'll get to the other thing.
What about
the bell?
What about love? Oh yeah, that's
we'll
later.
We'll get
Okay.
there.
Yeah, those are the extra peripherals. Like on the Nintendo had
The
the
DLC, if you will.
the Super Scope, and it had
The accessories,
Yeah,
the peripherals.
The
Peripherals.
Sega Octagon.
Okay.
They like those sweet 6-button joysticks for the Genesis. Oh man, those were. I beat Toe Jam and Earl with one of those.
So the cup can be any sort of vessel you can hold water in or some sort of liquid in. It's often a symbol of the feminine, while the dagger and wand serve as the male counterparts. So
Why is there got to be one
What?
feminine and
read
2
into
masculine?
that. I don't know. That's just how it
Can
used
they
to
all
be.
Let's just say they're all female.
I think it goes back to that Tom
Just like-
Cruise
Just to be
movie
safe.
where there
Just
were
to
the
be sa-
people.
just like how all boats are female, all cars are female, like all like
Well, I
all.
don't know.
Why?
Calling
Because they're
objects-
objectified by men.
No, because they're I was gonna mention the ponies, but you didn't let me get
Well,
that far.
I was about
but
to go in a
I'd say the
direction.
ponies are objectified
Wow.
by men too. So yeah, because they're objects that men own.
Anyways, you could call. I don't know the feminine,
I
the
was about
masculine.
to
and
say
I wish
magic.
the
because
audience could
I was
see my
about to
face.
say because the feminine they're more spiritually conscious, so of course it takes 2 men to be more spiritually
Just
conscious.
safer.
as
Men
a
don't
woman.
sell. No one wants to flip through a magazine ad and be like, "Oh, look, a dude in there." Like, no, you put a pretty lay. That's what sells.
Jesus Christ.
All right, choose
Okay,
a cup
what
or
the fuck
chalice
are the items on the
you could
altar?
actually drink out of and pass to your bros on Coven Night. So place your cup on the western side of your altar. Did you guys know to do that?
I
or-
did.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Ah,
did
nice.
that right.
Absolutely knew none of this.
Hold
Okay.
on. We should
None of it.
clarify that because you were saying, Adam, that it's the west, as in the top of your altar is representative of the north.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't necessarily have to be facing the north.
that's
But
true.
I personally move my altar if I'm going to do something, and I have it facing north.
to true north.
True
right.
north.
the
Not
same
everyone
way.
needs to do that, but just clarifying.
Like I said earlier, I move mine around all the time, depending on what I'm doing with it.
Depending on which way north is
Well,
at any given moment.
as you are aware, Adam,
yes.
I am one of the few people on the planet who is aware that these things you call directions are not, in fact, static. Oftentimes, when we're in the car, you'll be giving me directions, and left and right will have virtually no meaning to me.
Should I be going by west? East?
No, I'm also aware that those are not static. This thing that you think is a thing.
Are you a flat earther?
The directions? No, I'm not.
I'm disappointed.
I was
I
once.
thought you were.
No, I was
Yeah,
once. I definitely was
to
once.
be honest,
speaking
I'm
of-
very disappointed as well.
Speaking of Earth, next up is the.
But what I will say is the nature of the form of our planet is not what people conventionally understand it to be, and the
Okay,
things
so
that
you're
you
a
call
flurfer.
directions are not static. No, I'm not.
That's
Are
another
not
podcast,
static in the way
Andrew.
that you
Yeah,
you
this is a
believe
whole
they are.
episode that
Yeah.
we could do on this flat Earth thing that you're into.
Not talking about flat Earth.
So the pentacle, that represents.
okay.
Actually, let's go around. What did you guys use for the cup or for the water? What did you use, Coco?
I used a shot glass it's a clear shot glass. I just wanted something. I wanted something relatively small, clear shot glass, and it's got some clear quartz crystals in it as well to represent water.
Okay, what about you, Max?
I used a cut crystal chalice that I got from a
Ooh.
estate sale.
Damn.
All right.
I haven't put a black light up against it yet, but I think it's one of those weird ones. Like
Depression era
yeah,
glass.
Depression era, yeah.
And I used a figurine of Rarity in superhero form from the Power Ponies series of blind box mystery minis.
Is it a blue pony?
She is, her costume in this instance is blue. She's white with purple hair. Her cutie mark is blue, and she has blue eyes. I feel things like a cup, does definitely represent prosperity. And Rarity is by far the most prosperous out of all of the...
And Rarity rhymes with prosperity.
And Rarity, prosperity, clarity, charity.
Hilarity. I just had a little picture thing.
Ambiscarity.
All right.
What'd
so
you use?
A little picture, like little.
Like you thing you just
How
go from
little?
a
You
coffee
make it
shop
look like it's tiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a miniature from what did
Tiny
you
furniture.
No, it's not so miniature that you can't hold
dollhouse furniture.
Can you
could
cook-
have like
can
a
you
cup
cook
of-
a meal
half
for a
cup of
hamster
coffee
with
in
it?
Adam
Oh
is
wow, mine's the small. I have the smallest.
Adam is a collector of dollhouse furniture.
Okay, let's not bring that up on this show. So moving on to Pentacle.
You're not like me. Yeah, I know.
What'd you guys? Pentacle.
I didn't use a fucking pentacle. That's stupid.
Did you guys get a little pentagram symbol for your guys'
No.
altars?
I drew a not a pentacle, but some kind of weird geometric thing that just popped into my head.
A blimpticle.
No, it's kind of shaped like a
bliptical.
simplified hourglass.
All right. Well, it can be a traditional wooden or stone pentagram engraving, or some item that represents the element of earth, like salt. And actually, that's what I
used a giant
salt.
a giant block of aventurine, which is a heavy stone.
That's awesome.
Kind of like all those
Right
new
behind you.
salty nukes in China.
Looks
full of,
delicious.
That China made new nukes, you guys.
That's not true.
So do you guys? This one has a certain gender assigned to it. Can you guys guess which gender the energy is said to be?
The knife.
Earth,
Yeah,
the pentacles,
The
masculine.
The knife.
feminine.
Oh,
Yeah.
According to that book.
The
So
knife is masculine.
if you care about that stuff, and you can use the pentacle to consecrate other magical tools and as the point of concentration during a ritual. This is the thing that you can focus on, depending on what kind of magic you're doing.
You should really be bound to this power.
And
That's why
it's
it's the Earth sign, right? Like
that's
you need
why
to.
it's in the north.
I know
Yes.
when I focus on the pentacle, like this is the thing that I feel as though The pentacle is what binds you to your power.
Well, doesn't it represent the five elements, and like so it
sign of the
represents like
elements.
physicality, third dimensional reality,
It is everything.
What we're seeing are magical results in.
Read some Jesse Moynihan comics.
I
You'll
just
get it all.
I just know how I feel when when I evoke this part of the.
What did you use for the
energy.
pentacle? Or the
Princess Twilight Sparkle.
Okay. That's the one that you could concentrate on.
Well, I mean, she's the center point of the show, also.
Yeah.
But also, like that's one that that's a figurine which I've had. It's been kicking around for a while. It's one of the first blind boxes I ever bought, and it is literally attached to the altar at this point.
Wow, just glued there.
No, well, I mean, if you've
bonded.
It's bonded with wax and rope and string.
Next up is the wand. The wand can be a traditional wand or an item which represents fire, such as a match. We did an episode on wands a while back, and sadly I could not find mine. Wand draws the energy from the east and is used to cast circles and direct energy. And of course, you should remember from our last podcast, if you are making your own wand and you pull it from a tree, you have to ask the tree's permission first.
You mean the podcast when you made wands?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Mm-hmm. But you weren't there, so if you
said our
pulled
last
it,
podcast, I thought you were talking about the last episode.
no, the
Wands episode.
Yes,
Season
I
1,
I understand
episode
this
That
three.
now.
was like middle
This
of last.
this has been brought to my attention now.
okay. So smack your wand down on the southern area of your altar.
Slap your
slap
wand.
your wand on the altar and
Down
start
south.
swirling it around down south.
That's where you put it. What'd you guys use for your wand? I used a vape just because.
Vape pen, because
There's nothing
dank. 'Cause
stronger.
that is a
That's
dank
super
meme,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
That's some chaos magic
I've
right
been
there.
I've been using for the longest time for a wand just like any old sprig of sage, because I'm kind of meditating. I've been meditating for a while on what my new wand should be. I want it to be kind of universal, like good for many different kinds of magic. So, once I find a rare tree, and find the perfect branch and ask the permission, that's when I'll make a new one. But right now I'm just using sage as a
And
wand.
what do you do if the tree says no?
The tree says no. I'll say, well, are there any other willing
No.
trees up
Oh,
in
yeah,
this
that's
in this
okay.
hovel of a canyon?
Who do you know? Do you got any friends? Ask her if she has any friends.
Yeah. Do you have any friends? Any roots connecting anywhere? Huh?
Okay. And
All
what,
right, good
what'd you
work.
have for your wand?
All right, you see the shirt I'm wearing?
Yeah.
This here is the cutie mark of another pony named Trixie. And as you can see, her cutie mark is a wand. Wow. Yeah, it's a wand
Brony
with
magic.
and
That
this
is
my
neat.
my altar is 100% pony. There's nothing
Wow.
not pony on it besides the Bible I sniped from that piece of crap who put me in the hospital and
You're
and,
gathering magic in there.
and also that fan art that I sent to Greg and that's all that's on the altar, but it's mostly pony stuff.
You've got a pretty
Ponies
strong
and
mana pool.
severe
And a lot
aggression.
of and a lot of malice towards
A lot
a
of
lot of
malice.
fucking dick ankles out there.
Yeah.
Just cockneys and dick ankles. That's all I deal with, and yeah.
I also used sage, white sage, and then like a little abalone shell. It's the
Why's it
kind.
got to be white sage?
It's the kind that Drew hates
Because the
when
other
he comes
kind
over and
is
says that it smells
the other
like
kind is for
roasted
cooking.
food.
Smells like roast turkey.
Those are
Smells
just
like
my
a
feet.
The
smells like
other kind is
smells
for
like herb.
cooking. That's why.
Smells like the kind you get.
There's like two kinds, maybe three. I don't know.
So next up is the dagger. The dagger is also referred to as the athame. I've heard it called that.
The
a long time.
anime.
Yeah. No, athame. For
Athame equestrian.
Athemation. Sorry, that's stupid. The dagger represents wind.
No, that was
Because you can twirl it around in the air and slice the wind, but don't cut
Stuart
anybody.
saves his family. He did the voice.
So the dagger is used to cast the magic circle.
Oh my god.
Are we okay, guys?
Yeah,
Can
we're
we-
good.
Let's
This is
get through
good pod.
these.
This
All
is
right,
good
call.
pod.
Yeah, you can call upon the elements with the dagger, and it's used for the opening of many rituals. Could probably also.
Gosh darn it, people like me.
Okay, that's actually a good.
I like
a
that.
good
No,
movie.
no, I had
So
forgotten
let's-
about it till just now, so that's mostly where
Everyone
this
go
is-
see Stuart
yeah.
Saves His Family. You want to place the dagger on the eastern side of your altar. And as with all the other magic items on your altar, only use your athame for magical purposes.
You looking at me for?
All right?
You're looking
What?
at me too.
Look at Max.
Don't
He's
use
the
it
one-
to threaten
You're
your
not gonna
friends.
ask
Oh,
about
you
my
know,
dagger?
you know what? I don't.
I use
One
it
at a
to-
time,
I
guys.
have. I don't have daggers. Clearly, as we saw earlier, when a knife was asked for unknown
lie.
nefarious purposes.
No, for engineering purposes, and that's all.
Keep it mysterious. So, I used a fan, a little fancy little.
A Chinese
What
war
are those
fan.
called? Where you flip them out?
A Chinese war fan.
A flippy.
A Shansune.
Whatever. It's one of those
The
fans.
foldable
Max
fan.
just said
Folded
the
fan.
thing
A
that it
folded
was
fan.
called.
What? Well,
It's a
in
late,
America, damn it, it's called
okay.
one of
If
those
you were
fans
like,
that fold up.
if you were like in an old west saloon,
Or if you're in the
it's-
Victorian
or
era,
like if
know?
you were riding around in a carriage,
getting the case
in
of the vapors.
Victorian era and getting some. You
Anyway, so that's what I used, and you freaked me out because I've
Getting a
been
case
I've been
of
just
the
doing
vapors.
the flippy thing
Mhm.
where you
It
pull
seems
it out.
like a better representation of wind actually to have a fan.
A fan. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck is the? I mean, I get it. These are old, but
Because you can cut through the wind.
yeah, what the fuck ever. You can piss in the wind too.
That's true. And that's why I used urine.
You can
to
also
represent
piss on
the
your
dagger.
cut. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I used a fan, and I've been kind of using it as a prop, so I should probably stop doing that and fucking around. with it.
Why? I'm
'Cause it-
sorry.
You
Why?
just said that you're not supposed to use it for anything except for your magical purposes on
Whatever.
your altar.
Like, how do you?
That's why I haven't touched
like,
my
does-
candle
does-
on my
does
altar.
it occur to you that
Haven't lit
maybe
it
when
yet.
you feel like striking a pose, you're doing some form of chaos magic that's channeling some greater?
I'm always doing chaos magic.
Yeah,
so I don't-
absolutely. with
So like
poses.
I'm sorry. Like when you say like I'm playing with this magical item that I like that I'm doing this kind of like dramatic thing that exists only in my head. Like I'm sorry. That sounds like you're enhancing this
like-
thing's magical capacity by doing that.
Have you ever
like that's
let
like
a
when you're
stamp-
But what
charging
if
it
by
up?
what
you
if by
know?
keeping
Have you ever
it?
let a stampede of ponies down a
all right,
mountain?
when you're like, okay, you just got this sick like glow in the dark thing, but it doesn't glow in the dark yet because you didn't leave it in the sun long enough.
Okay, so Max, what did you use for your athame?
Mine is a K-Bar 1095 scout knife. I bought it online.
Okay,
I feed it sherry and blood once a year.
nice.
And
Feed it.
Treat her right,
Yeah.
What?
or him right.
I feed.
That was an
hold
appropriate
on.
response.
Is this onto what you said? Is this represented by the masculine or the feminine in this?
Masculine.
Like, so this is a masculine thing. So feed him right.
Yeah.
What do you?
Phallic.
What in the hell are you talking about, Max?
What do I use it for?
What in all of
I
Sounds
use it.
fucking
I use
creepy.
it to establish cardinal points while I'm meditating.
no. How do you feed your knife?
How do you feed it?
How do
Sherry
you feed
and
your
what?
knife?
Blood?
What did
I-
you say?
I
Sherry
mix
and
up-
blood.
I mix up.
never reveals his secrets.
Max
Don't
is,
you know?
spoiler alert, Max is the only true
Max,
occultist
the
here.
guy who does the motel party and pays in cash, feeds his knife sherry and blood once a year. Oh God, check the fucking basement, everyone.
That's you are the
My
ultimate wizard.
my blood, just a tiny bit.
Ooh,
That's all.
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
cool.
I sterilize it.
with Sherry. Okay, we got it. All right, we're good. We're good.
See?
No, it makes perfect
Not
sense.
so
I jumped to an absolutely.
You guys did.
Andrew,
You owe me
Diamond
a
Drew.
smoke break now.
No.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But Andrew, what did you use for your athame?
I used Princess Celestia.
Is there a reason why? That one in
Well, I
particular?
mean, that this is the athame. Like this is the ultimate power in the in their universe. Like when, you know, I don't know exactly why. I mean, honestly, she'd pretty much always been on the altar just because she looks cool, but also she represents a lot of power. Also, she's a little pointier than some of the other ponies, so I thought, you know, Blade. I mean, she's supposed to represent
looking.
the wind, though. I don't know how Celestia
You just
actually
intuited
represents the wind. I'm sure there's something more along the athame
She gets
side
final.
of this.
She gets
that,
final cut on the script.
that has. I mean, she's an alicorn, so yeah, she's athame.
Okay. Yeah, I just used an old, fold-out knife thing that had some smoky, resiny looking stuff at the end of it from times ago. So, yeah. I don't know. It was a knife. It was lying around, and I put it where I wanted to put it. There was a way cooler one from Nepal that I had, and I couldn't find it.
There was a way cooler one I was going to use. Stop moving your mic around, Max.
Sorry.
There's a way cooler one that I was going to use that was like one my grandfather got from his friend that was like a World War II knife that my buddy Dan was like, I showed it to him because he's like into war memorabilia and weapons and shit. And he was like, oh, this has definitely seen some combat. And I was like, oh, that's... So I had heard, but then he showed me some crazy moves, and I was like, "God, I'm afraid of you."
Wow, with a knife? Like,
yeah,
flipping it
like he's a
around
Marine. He showed me how to, like, he was doing like, this is how you kill someone kind
Yeah.
of moves,
God.
and like, it's like, God, I'm afraid of this guy. Like, he's a cool guy, and I know he's my friend, but like, just like,
Only
like
for
the
magical purposes.
The lethal stuff that he knows is so fucking frightening to me.
I mean, yeah, I use a scary knife, but like I don't know all that stuff. I just use it to establish the
It's the
cardinal
same kind of
points.
knife.
The cardinal.
It's the exact same
I
knife.
use mine to establish the cardinal points, you know, as I see them on the phone or compass, you know. So it's just, you know, shoulder over body, just sweeps, you know, from the middle of the room. So I can kind of see like the shadow of that line when I'm like charged up. I can see, like, okay, if I look up, all right, that way is north.
Okay.
No, Max, next time Dan is in town, which will be in a couple weeks,
Yeah,
have him show you some things with that knife.
that'd be
Cool knife.
awesome.
Like, yeah,
I would love to see that.
Like, you need to...
I'm not scared of that shit.
No, I am.
Okay, so let's talk about the peripherals. You were talking about
The
that
bell.
earlier. The
Anyone
bell.
ever does that, you just got to pin their ankles. That's all you have to do.
All right, we are on to the
Sure, Max. I'll pin
other
I'll pin
items.
their ankles. Thanks.
So one of the things you might want to get, or you should get, is an outfit. You know that you can put on. You know when you're performing these rituals. It's kind of
Adam.
the same. Well, yes.
Adam.
Okay. Yes.
All of my clothes are outfits.
No, a special outfit that looks good.
Adam, every outfit is special.
Oh. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, he.
I know. No, I know. There's no possible way you could have meant that.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, you could just get a big old robe or just do it naked. Hey,
Okay, bells.
That's the easiest one.
Bells. Huh?
Yeah, you want to get a bell just for starting and ending rituals. Uh-oh. I see so. Okay, never mind. That was suggested. I was not able to find one per se, so I
Is that to kind of
left
just
it off of
I
mine.
made
to
one.
kind of call
did.
yourself back from the ritual? Like, okay, we're ending it. We're
It's to
exiting.
begin the ritual.
My eyes are undilating now.
So here's I have a story about the bell. You guys didn't tell me about the bell, and I didn't know about the bell.
Then how come you
And-
brought it
well,
up
but
before?
I don't
everybody-
use one.
Because last week we tried to record this episode once, but my friend drank a magic potion that backfired, and it didn't work out. So that's when I first learned about the bell. But then I went home. And I looked at my altar, and I thought I should have had a bell. And then I looked at it a little bit longer, and I realized the thing that I was using to hold the candle was a glass insulator from a power pole from the 1920s, which is in fact shaped exactly like a bell. So there was a bell on my altar the whole time underneath like 2 years worth of wax that I had just like forgotten it was there.
Wow.
But yeah. Yeah,
Can you still ding it?
You cannot. It's encapsulated.
Can you do it with your mind?
That I can do.
Wow,
We're getting way out there.
You were a powerful wizard, brother.
Thank you, Max.
Does anyone doubt this?
I don't. I see it now. There
I'm
wa-
always
there
doubt. I'm always doubting.
There always was a bell.
There was the bell was always there.
It was always there.
I had told my sister I knew a magic spell once. I was bullshitting at the time, which was I can make an object seem like it was always there. Because we went to we were gonna make
That's
some
clever.
we were gonna make some brony moses and watch some cartoons. One weekend I was up in Oakland, and we got the beer, and we went to the juice aisle, and there was no freaking juice in the whole store. There was no orange juice in this store. And then she's like, "No, I don't believe it. This isn't right." And I concentrated, and then she's like, I looked way in the back of the juice fridge, and there was one carton left.
Did they just
And
have
I swear it wasn't there before. And I'm like, no, it was always there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There was just cactus juice and then suddenly orange juice.
Yeah, and then suddenly orange juice. So if there is one power, I will say that like I can do physical magic.
Wow.
I can make items look like they were always there.
That's an awesome power.
Yeah.
That's
the
an
power
awesome
you don't
power.
notice.
I mean,
That's not my bag, baby.
Yeah, that is an
I don't know. That's
sort
all.
of thing.
Is that
isn't
something he said?
Yeah,
That's
this
not
sort of
my
thing is not my
baby.
bag.
You can use
Swedish
that-
made penis enlarger pumps in me. A
You-
book by Austin
you can
Powers.
use that at
This sort of
auctions.
thing is my bag,
You could-
baby.
You could use that at an
Good
auction
movie.
house.
You know that movie well.
I think I know that whole movie.
Okay, you memorized
Congratulations.
It's not the only movie I've memorized.
it. I don't doubt that. Is there a movie you've watched that you haven't memorized?
That I didn't
yet?
memorize the second time I saw it? No.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so that's what you're gonna need to get your altar started, and next week we're gonna
What
go
about the
ahead.
white candle?
White candles
You
are
get them
also
at Target.
Oh
You
yeah,
should get a
candles.
Or
candle for your
Shango.
altar.
Or Shango on Folsom Boulevard.
So
There we go, plugging them
I
again
used
for
2
no
white
money.
candles
We
and a
want
blue candle.
a pentacle.
Okay.
Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it wrong?
All right, let's all talk one at a time. What were you
So
saying, Coco?
clockwise. Pentacle,
What is
wand, or dagger.
What are we doing? What are we? We're recapping. This is legit. Hold on.
Fucking earth, air, water, fire.
Yeah,
I mean, fire, water.
represented by the cup, the wand, the pentacle, the dagger.
Or
Hold
an
on a
object of
minute,
your
Adam.
choosing
Hold on a minute.
that represents
Courtney.
one of those things.
Hold on, Coco.
And a white candle,
Edgar.
and incense, and a bell.
Me and Max have a question.
Mm.
We feel like we might have screwed up.
Yeah, what?
Max
come
used
on.
a blue candle one time, and I've used all sorts of different colored candles.
I
for
usually
various-
find what works
various
for me
other
and my own
purposes.
autistic magic.
Or just a candle.
Whoa.
My own autistic magic is 2 white candles and a blue one.
That's, yeah.
That's-
But I mean, I'm just going over the basics.
Never a
'cause it's-
red or a black though.
Yellow.
Oh, yeah. I used the black candles when we were doing
Unless
the
I'm
curses episode.
just really fucking
Didn't
angry.
you use black candles over the curses episode?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, we all.
I'm not using
well,
those anymore.
One of my
Yeah,
Glad
threw
I
mine
wasn't
away,
around
too.
yet.
amateurs.
Sorry.
One of my things that I love to do, that I absolutely love to do when I'm in like kind of like an up late sort of wizardy mode, and I'm like really focusing on my magical practices and things. Like, I like to make my own candles out of all the candles that I've burned over. Like, I'll just gather up some wax off my altar and I will melt all of this together and I will make a new candle out of it. And they're usually grayish or purplish.
Wow.
But,
do you have like a mold that you pour it into?
You know what? I use slush puppy cups.
Okay.
And they work really nicely, and you can make them, as tall or as thick as you want. And yeah, I got a bunch of those slush puppy cups left, and like paper cups are terrible for parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't use them at parties because they're just like their drink will just break, and then
at parties.
Yeah, at like convention parties, because they make slushies and serve them to people.
I see where this connects.
Yeah. So anyway, so like I have a bunch of slush puppy cups that I can't use because like always someone will be like, "Oh, I'm drinking my drink. It's all good," and then like their cup will just disintegrate, and then they'll be like, "I spilled a drink. I'm so sorry," and then they like freak out, and it's like they think they're doing like a party foul, and it's like, no,
which
dude,
they are, but
which they're not.
They're being
judged
which
they are
some
not.
level.
Which they are not because it wasn't their fault because paper cups are balls.
All right. Anybody like to add anything before we check out?
But I love to make my own candles, and I don't know, Adam. Back to my question.
Okay.
Do you think there are consequences to not using white candles?
Consequences. I'd say
cosmically, magically, or otherwise.
If you're listening to, if you're going by the book, yeah. I think so.
Man.
I think
it all should balance out on a certain level, though.
Man.
There should be some balance to the altar.
All right.
So
doomed.
And
if your altar is black and your candle is white, then there's a little bit of balance.
If you're autistic like me, you already got your own magic. You just got to find it.
Max, for all the people calling themselves autistic, the guy who made an altar out of ponies isn't doing it, and you are. Yeah. I'm like, dude, like you're fine. You're in the clear.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Let's Just Be Wizards. Next week we will have a part 3 of our series, and we're going to cover the. Well, I'm not going to tell you actually. So just work on your own altar, and you're going to be surprised. Extremely surprised. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher or wherever else. If you want to email us something, you can do it at letsjustbewizards@gmail.com or message us on Facebook. That usually works a little better. And if you have any items you want reviewed on the podcast, let us know. We'll provide you with a physical address if you send us a message. So, yeah, that's about all I got. Anybody need to plug anything?
Unfortunately, I have nothing right now.
Yeah, nothing?
Except my awesome band.
Yeah, our band is great, and come to our party, or my party. Well, mine and Max's party. Come to our party.
Come to our party.
And
you got BabsCon.
Yeah, I got BabsCon coming up. Come to our party, and just you get to kick it with some real wizards and bronies at the same time.
Hell yeah!
Nice. Are there lots of wizard bronies out there?
I mean, I showed you that one guy's page.
Yeah,
friendship is what?
That's
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I showed you that one guy's page,
though.
And he's pretty hardcore.
Bring it all together.
Yeah.
He said some things that Courtney didn't agree with.
Uh-oh.
What a surprise!
Well, I was thinking we could get an interview with him about brony man.
Perhaps so.
Yeah. That guy can suck my magical dick. That guy can suck my fucking wand.
Oh, I forget what happened.
I don't know. He's just problematic as fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe we shouldn't have him on the show.
Can you polish your wizard staff?
Anyways, guys, thanks for listening.
No.
And have a good... What?
Have a
great week.
Have a good leap year.
Have a great.
Enjoy daylight savings time.
It's past already. It sucks.
Enjoy our new daylight. No, daylight savings
Enjoy
time
being really
lasts
tired for
until
work.
next year.
Yeah, that's true. All right, bye.
Bye.
It's a good pod.
Let's all be wizards. Immortal, we could never die. Let's go.
Pretty good.